So here we are up at J Lake, visiting Steve and Jemma today, and just had an amazing barbecue with some hunted pork, some wild boar, which Steve's just done, and it's been absolutely marvellous. So I've got the drone up today. We're going to show you around J Lake. It's an absolutely stunning property, and as you can see behind me here with the swimming pool and the sheltered cover there, it's got ping pong table and everything for the people that stay here. We're going to have a walk around now with Steve, a good look at the lake itself, look at some of the swims, give you a bit of an SP on that, and then we're going to sit down with Steve, probably back in the house, a bit cooler there, and have a good chat about his first full year of experience of owning this lake. Some of the good things, some of the bad things, you know, the normal stuff that we sort of cover on the channel with regards to buying lakes in France, and in general get a good idea of his ideas going into the future for what he wants here. All right, let's have a good look around, and I'll introduce you to Steve. So here we are, guys. Really is an absolutely stunning venue, stunning property. And here's the old boiler. Here he is. Steve, introduce yourself, mate.
Steve.
Here's Steve, look. Yeah, we're going to chat with Steve a lot more and talk about all of his experience here. But first, swim. Where are we here? Oh, this is like a dolly hole, isn't it? You could be sitting around here.
Or you want to sit near the like, swimming pool.
Sit near the swimming pool with the kids and everyone. I mean, this is as a family venue is absolutely sensational. Of course, are bait boats allowed? Yep, so bait boats are allowed. So from here, if you've got lake exclusive, obviously you can fish up towards the dam area, far margin. And as the name suggests, J Lake, beautiful, long, thin lake, easy to fish to the far margins, and then it opens up into a bigger area down here in the shallows. So I expect we'll see some big fish down there. Brilliant. Right, so we're down here. We've got a Brio 47. This is, which is an angle adjust splash aerator, which are really convenient. These are for fisheries, because you can have them placed against the bank and then direct the splash out. So you can see there. That's a directional funnel, so you can have it going up, or you can have it sort of more going out, or actually have it going straight out into the water. So it's a really good little bit of kit, that is, and I should be dealing with them over in France, and I think for most fisheries they're awesome. And here we've got this is a 4.7, I think, going there, all doing a bloody great job and keeping water aerated in these hot climates. And then talk about that system you've got on there, Steve.
That's the Lake Optics system.
And that's Lake Optics, which you just showed me the app for, which looks absolutely incredible.
That's monitoring the oxygen, the temperature, pH.
Yep, looks great, looks fantastic. Obviously solar driven, and sends it straight to your phone.
And that'll turn these on.
And turns them on automatically should you need it. Lovely. Great system, fantastic. Okay, so we're coming into swim 5. Again, this is a nice little area. Again, if you're fishing this as a lake exclusive, of course, what's your normal sort of number of anglers that you have on normally on a week?
On average, 2.
2 anglers, yeah. So 2 anglers with family.
Yeah. We've had threes. We've had threes, but two's the common.
I mean, 2's great, isn't it? Because from here and there, you're covering this. You can cover this big main bottom bay and also up the dam area. Super important to keep fish moving on sort of lakes like this, because if you're down one end, then they're all up the other. Yeah, beautiful. And you've created a swim we're going to look at over the other side as well, have you?
That's it.
Have a look at that as well. Tell you what, it's scorchio today, isn't it? Glad I put some bloody factor 50 on my bald head. Wonderful. Okay, so Steve said these are normally sort of stalking or surface fishing swims. Lovely little places to just come out, and something's just moved in the weed there. Is that a bit of pot McGeaton?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely some fish in there. Lovely marginal pot McGeaton. There's a fish just coming out over there, look. Sitting in the weed.
Surface fish, this one.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And what's your head of carp in here, mate?
120 to 150 fish between 20 and 55.
Right, beautiful. Yeah, it's cracking. Lovely pond. Yeah, another absolute cracking swim. You call this the boar swim?
Because the boar like it.
Because the bloody boars come and have you. We've eaten one of them today, so sod 'em. Yeah, cracking. Yeah, lovely natural swim this, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful. Is this the main one that you normally get? Have a fish in the weed there. Normally cover this bottom area from here.
No, from the far bank. This is probably the best place.
Okay, yeah, better angle, especially
Yeah,
back
because of the
across
weed-
to this
because of the weed on this
Gîte,
side.
yeah.
It's a nice place to stalk.
But you were just saying, sort of average depth about 1 metre.
Yeah,
Deepest up the dam end.
2.5.
2.5. So it's very similar actually to my fish farm, which is incredibly productive.
Yeah.
You know, shallow waters, a good surface area, shallow water, super productive. Beautiful. So here we are now around the other side. This is a swim that Steve's cut in more recently. Going to put sort of a field shelter, I think, round here. Won't you give a bit of shade on this side as well, in the end goal? But a very productive swim apparently. It's fish out, load of fish out in the Gîte there. Definitely a great little swim. Looks fantastic. I'll have to come up and do a little winter session, Steve.
Always welcome.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'll have to come up and do a little winter. I bet winter fishing's bloody awesome.
Definitely up this side. A bit deeper in the winter.
And then this is the one you've dug, you've put in now, so father and son can fish up this way if they want to. And you get a better angle on that, don't you? Yeah, bloody beautiful. What distance is that across to that far side? Do you know?
I'd say 100 yards.
About 100, yeah. Yeah, 90 to 100, isn't it? Beautiful. Come on, let's do a big keeper jump, come on. I can listen to all the birds. Bloody beautiful. Hang on. Another thing worth pointing out is, didn't used to be able to have all these paths around J Lake. It was difficult to get around. And Steve's been doing a load of work on these. And this is coming now, we're walking up towards the dam area. So fantastic access now around the lake. And just great for, not just for the anglers, but for the families. You know, if you're over here with your family and you're fishing, you know, and you've got younger kids potentially that don't want to sit with you all day when you're having a fish, you know, you've got a beautiful donkey here. What's your donkey's name, Steve?
Fifi.
Oh, Fifi the donkey. Apparently they didn't name it, but I'm not having a bar of it. And yeah, you've got all these beautiful paths now to walk around a 50-acre property, really. And it's just bloody beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You've done a bloody good job, mate.
Cheers.
It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So we're coming down now onto the dam swim. Again, super close to the swimming pool and family if you're here, but also, of course, you're on the dam and you're looking across to that far marginal snag. So, as Steve said, this is often, or can often be, one of the most productive swims on the lake. And you've got about 2.5 metres here.
At the deepest.
At the deepest, yeah. We just saw a couple of fish out over here. Definitely a lot of fish movement, bit of bubbling and that going on here as well. There's definitely fish down here at the moment. Beautiful.
And the convenience of the Gîte's just there.
Yeah, and the Gîte, look, it's just there. Absolutely beautiful. We'll have a look in the Gîte as well. We're going to do that now and have a little look in the Gîte, show you around. And we'll walk past the swimming pool. If the girls might be in it. They're probably sitting drinking pescado. There we go, but yep. Up onto the pool. Here we are, beautiful pool. The girls are sitting in the swimming pool. Fantastic, drinking and fan-bloody-tastic. And this is the undercovered barn as well, which is just beautiful. You know, pool table and all sorts in here. You've got jacuzzi, sauna. It really is incredibly well set up. It's a beautiful, beautiful property. I'm going to take you over and have a little look in the Gîte. So here we are at the Gîte. This is the outdoor sort of dining area. And we're going, oh, look at this big doofus dog, look.
Yeah, he's not on me yet.
Loving life, look. Loving life. So again, the Gîte is absolutely exquisitely appointed. Beautiful, beautiful place. Super cool in here, so super good insulation. Lovely kitchen facility with a pantry as well. So this all comes with your week here. Utility room and pantry.
Doesn't include the dog.
No, you don't get the dog. And then we've got, is this your main bathroom or just your... So fishermen downstairs, they can come up here and look after themselves and sort themselves up. And then upstairs, we don't need to go upstairs, Steve, I'm pretty sure. How many bedrooms have you got up there?
3 bedrooms.
And three bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So I tell you what, guys, if you're coming out on a holiday and your wife and kids want to come out, this is an absolutely incredible place to come. Loads of quality fish, great owners, superb facilities. I'll put the link to the website in the description at the end of the video. So go and check it out and get in touch with Steve and Jemma and get yourself sorted. Let's go and have a jump in that pool. Bloody. You want to go grab us another beer, Steve? I think we'll have one more Stella Artois. Get in. Oh, blimey. So there you go. I tell you what, it's an incredible property. Absolutely beautiful it is. And I would imagine that, you know, anyone coming here is going to have an incredible time. You know, it can be quite prolific. This is looking out to the donkey paddock. Let me sort out that. There we go. This is looking out to the donkey paddock. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful property, superbly maintained. And I'm sure anyone coming is just going to have a ripper time. Catches, I'm going to drink some Stella. Haha. Well, here we go. Here we are. We sat down here at J Lake with Steve, and we've just had that walk round, and you know, I thought it'd be really nice just to sit down with you and have a quick chat about your lake, about your, you know, I want to have a quick chat about your first year's journey of owning a carp fishery, little bit about your background, because I know you're a spar shop boy, so you don't come into this with no knowledge. Good mates with Lee Gray. From Brothers Lake as well, so you know, you're not coming into it blind and not realising the potential issues and things that can occur. But I wanted to chat about, you know, your first year of owning J Lake, the things you've done, you know, what your venue is who your venue's geared towards at this moment in time, and what you want to achieve in the future. I mean, we've been here today with you and had just a fantastic time. It's just an incredible place, and all the extra things that you've done to it, it's bloody fantastic, mate. So, you know, I think as it is right now for a you know, couple of anglers with their wives and family to come, it is absolutely perfect.
That's what we specialise for, I reckon. It's a husband and wives, another couple. Yeah, father and son, that type of thing. Yeah,
and it's absolutely ideal for that. Absolutely ideal. It's a beautiful venue. So, chatting to you earlier, you and your wife Jemma came out. How long ago now to France?
14 years ago.
14 years, yeah.
But not enough money to own a lake back then. We just we came out to live, but I had to obviously work back in the UK still. So backwards and forwards work. So
what do you do? Like 6 months on, 6 months here, or just?
I'd do 5 weeks work there, 6 weeks off.
Right.
Whatever I did, I had a little bit more time off, but between 5 to 8 weeks working.
And then back here.
Yeah, just to pay the bills. But eventually, we got to a point where we could afford a lake. It was always a dream. And then this place came up, and it's kind of all fallen into place. And
Jemma worked in real estate, which helped a lot with your purchase of this place. Yeah.
All the knowledge she gained from being an estate agent, she got us through all the complicated parts of the sale and all the bits that people would have shipped themselves and run away from. She knew what not to do and what to do. And,
and that was how long ago? Just over a year.
We bought it a year and a half ago now.
Year and a half. Yeah. So you know, what were the complications going through the sales, if you can remember? What were some of the things that were like could have been problematic for any, you know, normal English person coming over here without the real estate knowledge that your wife had?
Things like the DET putting a note in there saying that the lake could But at one point they said the lake could be forced to be drained and return it back into wildlife.
Right.
When they were doing all the surveys and the DDT doing their checks, they were saying that it didn't conform correctly. So things like that.
Okay, that was a brown pants moment.
Exactly.
Then.
Things that what most people would go, I want to walk away from this. This sounds too scary. It didn't conform to regulations. It conformed to leisure and pleasure, or leisure and fishing, I think it was called. So we could fish it, or our friends could fish it, but we couldn't
have it commercial.
Run it commercial. The previous owners were winging it a little bit. It was a risk. If one day the guard de pêche turned up, the fishermen would have been in trouble for not having permits. They wouldn't have night fish, that kind of thing. It would have been a risky things like that. You'd have said, "No, I'll walk away from this now."
Yeah,
there's quite a few little moments like that you thought that sounds a bit too much, of a risk.
So initially, you said they wanted you to, they wanted you to do the bypass channel.
Yeah, we went to them and said, "How do we conform to become a fishery?" They said one of the main problems was we were classed as an open water. So the river was coming, what they called a river was coming in and out of the lake. They wanted it diverted around, and they wanted that 450 metre bypass uphill, which would have been
nice,
a big job.
Yeah.
We said, okay.
I know all about that, mate, because I've got to do mine in a couple of weeks' time. Joy.
Exactly the same. They told us about that. So I said, okay, how do we get on with it? Well, should we just get on with it? They said, no, the procedure is you employ an environmental specialist to do a hydraulic report, an environmental report. He came out and did his report and went, they're wrong. So this was after we bought it. We thought we were buying it thinking we had all this work to do. The environmental specialist came in and said, no, the DDT are wrong. The river actually, on all the maps that DDT are supposed to work to, the dam is where the river starts, is on all their maps. So whoever's saying it's before the lake was wrong, and he proved it mechanically by what substrate was on the bottom of the river. He's saying this isn't a river. He's proved down there that there was gravel and sand, and up there it's just a muddy ditch. He's saying the river starts at the bottom of the dam, and the DDT went with that. So.
Well, that was a touch, though, wasn't it? That was a right touch, because I know, again, in my experiences, we had to do, and I had to get the same sort of environmental group to come and do the study, and all they wanted to do is make my life even harder. Because in my mind, it was like they were working not for the DDT, but they were working to line their pockets with the contractors who they would then give you the chance to hire to do the work. So it was like and I'm pretty darn sure that was the system. They say, well, this guy can do the job, and he gets a bung for giving him the work. And that's how I saw it. And I thought, that's bloody cheeky. So it was really good for you to get a particular guy.
I think we were just lucky the type of the guy we employed to do it. We didn't do any research. We applied to like 4 different companies. The guy that answered our calls just happened to be a good guy, and he done his work. He did a 60-odd page document proving it wasn't cheap.
No,
but he proved that the DDT were wrong. The DDT they were obsessed with the fact that we had a borehole that shouldn't have been there. So we had to fill that in correctly.
Yeah.
We did all the work on the borehole. They were fixated on the borehole and this river, and we did everything they wanted to do. Boom, we're classes.
Might be worth if you can dig out his website or what have you at some stage, and before I put the film out, might be worth putting his. I can put his address and how people can contact him if anyone else has got stuff to do. Getting the right person that's in. At the end of the day, we are paying them. This is what I couldn't get over. We're paying them.
Yeah. And
then they're making life more difficult for us. That's what I could see. So it's nice if you've got someone you're paying and then he's fighting in your corner for you. And that seems like
it's like all warps. You get good guys and you get ones that are trying to help their friends. And we were just lucky, I think.
So that was an early hurdle that then you didn't have to do, which was a right little touch.
Yeah, we thought we were going to have to close this year to get to. We thought maybe 1 year, maybe 2. Let's not take any more bookings. Let's get everything working correctly. A few months' time, it was all done and dusted. The DDT were coming here and said, "No, your class is closed." Done, and walked away. They're giving us emails saying, we're classed as a closed water now.
Brilliant.
So.
Absolutely fantastic. So I think when I came, because Steve helped me out, if you'd have seen on one of the vids, helped us out with the barley straw earlier on in the year. When I came and chatted with you then, you opened for just a few months last year.
Yeah.
Was that your first? That was your first.
So when we bought the place, it still had a load of bookings from the previous owners. So
Yeah.
we wanted to honour them. We thought it was very important to meet the guys that used to the regulars. So we committed to the first lot of bookings that were taken for that year.
Yeah.
Then we held our hands up to the DDT and said, right, what do we do to conform? We thought, right, it's going to take a while. Yeah, really lucky. It got conforming quite quick.
Bloody great. And then this year you've going to run the full season.
Well, we're going to open at end of June.
End of June. And when did you close?
Before winter. October last year was our last customer.
Okay.
And we closed to get all the work. We closed then thinking it was going to take up to 2 years to do the work.
Yeah.
And
had you already had you sort of budgeted for that then in the purchase?
Where I still work in the UK, we're kind of playing at this. You know, this isn't our income. This is our end goal. So we want to build this place up. So I'll work in the UK and earn the money to pay the bills until this place eventually becomes something I can stay here for. Yeah. Which is the long-term goal. We're quite lucky that if we struggle, I can go do a couple more contracts in the UK. It does really well. So
fantastic. Yeah, well, that's definitely the best option. That's the best way. And to try and limit your time having to go back to the UK.
Exactly. I don't want to go back.
Have you still got a place there though? No, you stay with
parents.
Stay at the parents. Yeah,
sleep in the van.
Yeah, get dinner cooked for you by mum.
Yeah,
brilliant. Yeah, joy. Good on you. So I suppose Jemma just stays here then when you're back in the UK. Gemma's here on her own.
She mans everything. Yeah.
What a stalwart, mate. What a stalwart. Yeah. I'm not going to boost her up too much because I know you'll get it in here later. Perfect.
She does do well.
Yeah, no, I can see the pair of you get stuck in and get it all done. I mean, turning up here today, the place looks absolutely immaculate and it is absolutely beautiful. And you've got a load more to do, haven't you? Because you've been living in here for the last, which is the Gîte, for the last sort of 8 to 10 months since the last anglers left.
Yeah.
But this is obviously comes with the lake when you hire the lake.
Customers, yeah.
So you've got your other barns there, which you're converting at this moment in time.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll start to convert the first one with the end goal that one day that will be another Gîte. So that's the easier one to convert. So we'll stay in there, and while we're staying in there, we'll start converting the third one. And the end goal would be us in the third one and 2 Gîtes in Fishery.
Nice.
Because we get quite a lot of people asking for more than 6, and this place can only take 6. So it'd be nice to have an option for 2 Gîtes.
Yeah.
So that's a long way away.
Yeah. So going back to lake stuff, you took it over a year ago, and you come from a spa shop lad, so you obviously want to know exactly what's in the lake. So did that first winter you drained it down?
First winter we were the previous owners were honest and said, look, we have a problem with small fish. They'd let it go for a little while. They knew they were selling it. They kind of they'd gone a few years without netting. So they knew they had a problem. They had the year before we took over, they'd had a real issue with small fish. So we knew what we were walking into. First year we netted. We got 700 kilos of small fish out, patted ourselves on the back, thought we'd done it. We got rid of them all.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, you know what it's like with netting. You think you've got them all. If you're lucky to get 60%.
Yeah.
But because we drained it 3/4, I thought we must have got them, or most of them. Then when that first year we were open and the customers were in, they had a real problem with the small fish. There was way too many little ones around.
Yeah.
It was like a match lake. So this winter we drained again. We netted. We got 1 ton of fish out. I thought.
And what sort of size range were they?
I would say average £4.
Okay.
From 2 to £8. Anything under 20 was going.
So C1s, C2s, and C3s potentially. Small C3s.
I think they're growing slow here because there's just so many of them. So yeah, C3s, C4s. Maybe because they're obviously not growing as well because there was so many of them out there.
Yeah.
We took that 1 ton out, and then it was niggling at me that if we'd done the 700 kilos the year before and it didn't do anything, what's this 1 ton going to do? So I then did a few weeks after that netting, before we filled up again, I netted again, and we only got 200 kilos. So that makes me think that the 700, we've now removed 1.9 ton. I feel like we're there.
That's a huge biomass reduction and a huge reduction in the dissolved oxygen being taken from the water.
Exactly.
All have as massive boost to fish production. And you're now we talked about this earlier. You're now supplementary feeding, and you've also got 2 aeration units plus the old diffused unit that's on here.
Yeah, we've got the original diffuser system, which isn't quite not the correct setup for this type of lake, but it's there. Why get rid of it? So it's there as a backup. It's going to be doing something, and then we added the new systems, the Brio and the 4.7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's, I mean, obviously you're fail safe in there, and with your what's that unit that you're using that measures it all?
The OxyGuard. OxyGuard. Lake Optics.
Lake Optics, yeah. So your Lake Optics stuff that you showed me, which reports back to you dissolved oxygen levels, gives you the full parameters, doesn't it?
It's brilliant.
But it's in that one spot, so it's in the one spot where the actual machines are. Yeah. Do you go around and test in other spots around the lake?
No, that is our end goal, but at the moment, that's given me a good window of what's going on.
Yeah, and you know that within that area, it's a safe area. Exactly. If fish need to be there, they can. Exactly. And obviously, you said you can also turn your diffused air system on if you need to.
Yeah.
But again, I haven't talked about this in videos too much, but dissolved oxygen systems work better the deeper the water. Yeah, because a dissolved oxygen unit will produce a cone, and for every meter, I think it doubles its radius.
Right.
So by the time, if you're in a 10-meter deep lake, you're getting, so then you can space your diffused units out around that lake to literally cover the whole lake. Yeah. But obviously in a shallow lake,
in a couple of meters deep,
it's not going to be doing as much, but it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, isn't it?
I'm not going to remove the kit. It's there. It's doing something.
Yeah.
But it's another bit. Eventually, I'll get rid of it. But at the moment, the Brio and the 4.7.
I do it. Yeah. Well, it's good to have it here.
It's handy with the Lake Optics kit. It's handy to be able to see what the dissolved oxygen was at 2 in the morning. And
yeah, it looks very, very good. I've got to look into this and chat to Mark about it as well. I know he has his own unit system that he uses, and I like the idea of having something that will report back to me, but also something that will auto switch on if dissolved oxygen goes below 4 milligrams per litre.
Or you can choose it. You can set it wherever you want. It's a brilliant bit of kit.
Yeah, it does look the business. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and you become obsessed.
Yeah, you do. You become data driven. It's like I was as a cyclist. Yeah, you can become data driven. Yeah, for sure. So, what are your plans going? What we talk about, each of us as lake owners, we have to fit a niche, don't we, in terms of what's going to be the best area for us to target. And we've already sort of touched on it, is that you have such beautiful facilities with your outdoor areas, your swimming pools and stuff, especially through the late spring and through the summer periods. It's just perfect for families with kids.
Yeah,
dads can go and have a fish for a few hours. They can choose the lazy swims down here, can't they, and chill out. So you're going to gear this more towards that sort of an angler.
We're going to, at the moment, we are, because the size of the fish. We've fished to mid-50s. There's many fisheries out in France that are a lot bigger fish. Yeah. So that is what we're targeting at the moment. If we push the facilities and the place as best we can, and we push the fish as best we can, let's see where we go. If the fish do well, then we might move more towards the obsessed angler. It depends where we can get the fish to.
Yeah, basically. And I suppose that's time of year stuff as well. I mean, when's your normal season? What's your season dates?
April to October is normal, but again, I'd love to copy your system of resting the fish in the summer. That'd be a dream. Use the Gîte as for income, and rest the fish in them hotter, worse months for the fish. That would be nice eventually.
Well, especially if you have 2 Gîtes here.
Yeah.
So again, at Fensmere, because we have the Gîte, normally I normally finish fishing at the end of May, sometimes middle of May, depending. I do the 6 weeks in the spring and then the 6 weeks in from September onwards. But that whole other period is actually quite a good holiday period. And then, as I said to you guys, you can then book your Gîte out. You're not getting the same money that you're getting for your lake.
Yeah.
But you're getting an income,
and
you're looking after the fish.
That would be that would be nice.
Yes. And you can bring the fish on better then as well. They're not getting caught, not getting pressured. They're getting fed. They grow bigger quicker because they're not getting sulking for a couple of days after getting caught.
We got to wait until we see what, at the moment, them prime months are the ones where all the customers want. because that we are a gîte with a swimming pool and
Yeah.
a hot tub, that type of
And
venue.
sauna, yeah.
So that's what we're getting. So eventually, if we get the fish to a better standard, then we might get the more obsessed fishermen that want to come out in October and the spring. And
yeah, because then you can open up
fish.
March to April,
Exactly.
and you can open up in middle of October through into November.
Yeah. People don't want to go swimming in October.
No.
They don't want a gîte.
Only a few idiots do, like me sometimes, yeah, because I have to or I'll fall in. Yeah. So again, you're originally a spar shop boy, and a carp fisherman, obviously.
Fisherman,
yeah.
Everything.
You fish for everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You still doing them? Do you still get out?
No, I don't even. I don't even fish.
No, we don't fish our own lakes.
A year and a half.
So.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No.
I'll put the rods out for other people, but yeah.
Yeah. So you haven't got out with Lee on any of his public adventures?
No. I've been fishing for a while. Yeah.
Oh no, but you're still obviously passionate about it and love it.
Obsessed, but yeah. Well, I say obsessed. Why am I not going? But yeah, there's always something else more important to do at the moment.
Yeah, well, look, that's the thing, isn't it?
Buildings to renovate and things to do.
Yeah, well, that was another reason for it. Wasn't just about resting fish. The week on, week off gives me the weeks to go fishing.
Good idea. Yeah.
Well, I live in France. I thought it'd be absolutely stupid to live in France, love carp fishing, and then you spend all the best weeks of the year not fishing because you can't. So that was another reason. That was another reason.
Yeah.
You know, we're a long time in the ground, aren't we? So I think if you can just get that balance right and still get the rods in every now and again and enjoy it, then that's super.
You sound I've got to get out there more.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Get on the public.
I reckon so. Yeah, get on the publics. Get with Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, he was going to come with me a while back, and it just never lined up properly because of something was happening. But we'll get out and do one of them big adventure trips. Yeah, in the shop. Well, you've got to get. Yeah, you obviously still got lots to do here.
Yeah, we haven't even got a toilet in the house we're staying in.
No,
so
and
I've got more important things to do.
You've got to pull your
moment.
finger out there and sort that out, for sure.
Once that's finished, then I can start enjoying it.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate. Well, look, if people need to get in touch with you to, book, is the easiest way to go onto your website, telephone, Facebook.
Go on the website, telephone, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever's easy for them.
Yeah. Brilliant. All right. Well, look, I mean, I go around and look at loads of different lakes, and there's some stunning lakes out there. But as a family-based venue at the moment, it's a fantastic, mate. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Cheers.
And I'm sure with your knowledge and enthusiasm and passion, you're going to get these fish getting bigger and bigger.
We shall see.
And then I shall come up and have a little dangle myself, mate.
Always welcome.
Brilliant. Good work, mate. Take it easy.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Bye.